Hey guys, welcome back. This video today is dedicated to the most hated player in Newcastle United's club history. Of course, it's Michael Owen. Do I even need to answer that question? It's obviously Michael Owen. It's always Michael Owen. But yes, yesterday on BT Sport, he has made some very public comments about his time at Newcastle. And these are by far the most ludicrous and shocking comments I've ever seen any player say about the club. I just couldn't believe the utter dribble coming out of his mouth yesterday. So we're here today to react to those comments and to essentially shut them down. I'm going to expose him today. We're going to put him in his place because this man, he just thinks he's bigger than Newcastle, honestly. He's just so cocky and so arrogant. He just thinks, well, Newcastle was such a terrible move for me. Why would I go to a club like Newcastle? And he just continues to come out with more books and more interviews and just say, oh, I regret my time at Newcastle so much. Why would I join a club like Newcastle? Honestly, I just can't believe the cheek of this guy. He's just so arrogant. So yeah, we're here today to put him in his place. But anyway, guys, I'm not normally like this. This is just a one-off video because he just pissed me off that much yesterday. The guy is an utter knob. But yeah, if you're new though, make sure you get down and hit that subscribe button. There'll be plenty of more Newcastle news this week. Of course, we've got Brentford on Saturday. And it's quite ironic actually that yesterday I did my video announcing that I'm playing the Newcastle United Legends match, because this guy is about as far as a Newcastle United legend as he can get. Nowhere near at the bottom of the pile, and he should be, honestly. But yes, let's not beat around the bush anymore. Let's get through the comments that he has said live on BT yesterday. Picture yourself back to 2005 now. So Michael Owen has decided that he wants to leave Real Madrid. He's done with his nice easy payday over in Spain. He has decided he wants to go back to England, back to Merseyside and back to Liverpool. And bear in mind as well, in 2005, Liverpool have just won the Champions League. So like the leech that he is, he wants to get back straight away to Liverpool after, ditching them in the first place. So these are the comments he said in BT Sport, and I quote, "When I was leaving Real Madrid, I spoke to Liverpool. They wanted to buy me back, so they put a bid in for £10 million. And in the first place, Liverpool sold Owen to Real Madrid for £8 million. So logically, in his head, he's thinking, well, Real Madrid are going to make a profit here. I want to go back to Liverpool and make sense for both clubs." Which, if he's telling the truth here, yeah, there's a lot of logic to it. It's fair enough. So he's thinking he's going to go back to Liverpool. And then the Real Madrid president comes into Michael Owen's hotel room in pre-season. He's claiming here. So he went, "The Real Madrid president knocks on my door of my hotel room before a pre-season match and says, 'Listen, we've had a bid in from an English team. How are you feeling? We've loved having you here. You're absolutely welcome to stay, but if you want to go back home, it's your call.'" So Michael Owen in the back of his head is thinking that Liverpool had put a contract in for him here. So straight away he's like, yes, I want to accept that contract. What an absolute load of shite this is. So first off, he doesn't know what English club has put a bid in for him. So you really think the Real Madrid president would go to Michael Owen's hotel room and say that an English team had put a bid in for him, but wouldn't specify what team it was at first? Well, the first thing he would say is whether it was Liverpool or Newcastle. He would definitely make that part clear. So at this moment in time, Michael Owen doesn't know that Newcastle wants to sign. Surely Michael Owen himself or Michael Owen's agent would be fully aware that Newcastle is trying to buy the player. At the time, this is like a £16 million move. This is a serious amount of money in 2005. So, he's just claiming he has there's no knowledge at all that Newcastle is trying to sign him. So then the Real Madrid president goes, well, it's Newcastle that's put this bid in. And Michael Owen's like, what? And he went, No. I will go back to Liverpool, but no. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere else other than Liverpool. So straight away, he's just completely ruled out Newcastle. He does not want to go to the club according to what he said. Now, this is the thing I don't like here, because he's acting like Newcastle were a terrible club in 2005. In 2005, we still had Shearer. I think at that point he was going to retire, but he's decided to stay on for one more year. In 2005, we were still a European club. We were still a club that was a big six, you would say. We were still a good club in 2005. I don't know why he just continues to come out and just pretend like Newcastle were a terrible move for him to make. It wasn't a terrible move for him. Obviously, Liverpool would be a better move, but Newcastle's still a massive club in 2005. So the president came out and said that Newcastle put a bid in for £16 million. If Liverpool do the same, then it can go there. If not, you either stay at Real Madrid or you go to Newcastle. And Michael Owen is putting a poker face on and going, no, I'm staying at Real Madrid. It's Liverpool or nobody else. So, I mean, he's being loyal to Liverpool. He's being loyal to me. He's not going to move anywhere else. He's going to stay at Real Madrid unless Liverpool give him the option. He will not go anywhere else for the money. Of course he wouldn't do that. I mean, just think back to history. Michael Owen, he stayed at Real Madrid for 4 more seasons and he went to Liverpool. That was the loyalty he showed. Liverpool took Michael Owen themselves. They are bidding £10 million, no more. They will not reach Newcastle's £16 million bid. Remember, before, Michael Owen had said on the record that he will only go back to Liverpool. He will stay at Real Madrid if Liverpool do not match Newcastle's offer. So what happens next? Oh, he signs for Newcastle. Wow, it's a bit of a curveball and a U-turn. That is, I wonder what could have persuaded him to go against his loyalty to Liverpool. Oh yes, the 100 grand contract a week. I wonder how that got him over at Newcastle. So listen, this is where he gives his BS response here. So obviously he signs for Newcastle, £16 million. Bear in mind, 100 grand a week in 2005 is mental. A lot of our players today are on about 100 grand a week. So obviously 15 years ago, this is a ludicrous amount of money. So this is like one of the highest paid players on the planet. So pretty much his mindset for joining Newcastle is that his transfer value will go down every season at Newcastle, so it'll be more lucrative for Liverpool to come in for him. So his value will go from £12 million to £10 million to 1 year, then £8 million and £4 million. So essentially he's going to wait out his contract at Newcastle and then go back to Liverpool. So he's decided not to be loyal to Real Madrid, and Liverpool. He's decided to go to another English club. And I wonder why that is. He's saying in the back of his mind, he's only done that because it's going to be easier for him to move to Liverpool. And definitely not because he's getting 100 grand a week. And in his unveiling for Newcastle, these were his exact words at his press conference. Actions speak louder than words. I am here for 4 seasons at Newcastle. I will play for 4 years. Oh, he's mugged himself off there. This guy just chats so much crap. He's only saying this because his time at Newcastle didn't go well. He blew his knee for England. He's just constantly trying to change the story and make himself sound better, make himself feel like at the back of his mind that this Newcastle move just wasn't the right thing for him to do. But at the time, he would have loved that Newcastle move. 100%, he would have been buzzing at the same for Newcastle just due to the fact of how much money he'd be getting paid. This guy, he just cuts corners so much and he just continues to bash Newcastle. And Michael Owen doesn't stop there. He starts talking about Alan Shearer now just on top of it. And he goes, well, if it was Alan Shearer, he would have done the exact same thing for Newcastle. Well, no, Alan Shearer wouldn't have done the exact same thing for Newcastle because he never left Newcastle in the first place. Idiot. Honestly, this guy just thinks he's like a Liverpool legend, icon of the game. He's so loyal to Liverpool. You played for Manchester United, Liverpool's biggest rival. How can you come out and say that you are a loyal Liverpool fan who always want to go back to Liverpool? You literally joined their biggest rival, Manchester United. That's like Shearer joined Sunday. He would never ever do that. It's just something you don't do. It's like morally wrong to do that. And Michael Owen did that after his time at Newcastle. I mean, bear in mind, he was a free agent at that point now. He could have went to a lot of different clubs. It wouldn't have been Manchester United, the only club that wanted Michael Owen in 2009. I know at that point he was done, but you could still do a job for someone at least. I mean, he joined literally Liverpool's biggest rival, so he can't come out and talk about loyalty because he's the most unloyal player out there. So if Michael Owen is going to come out in BT Sport and get personal in Newcastle and get personal with the legends of Newcastle United, now it's time for me to put Michael in his place. Let's be real, in 2022, the only thing people remember about Michael Owen was his daughter getting on Love Island. This man has no loyalty to any of the football clubs he played for. He's a snake through and through. I mean, let's face it, Liverpool fans hate him because, well, he ditched him and joined Real Madrid. Real Madrid fans don't remember who the guy is. Newcastle United fans hate him because he was always injured for the club and always chat utter dribble out of his mouth about this football club. Manchester United fans hate him because his best years were at Liverpool. The only fans that like him is Stoke City, but I mean, who likes Stoke City anyway? So, I mean, well done, Michael. One fan base doesn't mind you that much. But, I mean, why would Michael Owen still come out and talk about Newcastle United and still come out and create all this drama? It's easy. One thing in his mind, the money. It's always been about the money for Michael. He has stayed on the record. He would not join Newcastle. He would only join Liverpool from Real Madrid. He would stay at Real Madrid or sign for Liverpool. But he didn't do that because money came into his head. He saw a big money contract in Newcastle and he just couldn't help himself. He just wanted more in his back pocket, so he joined Newcastle. And then after his 4 years in Newcastle, we got relegated. He joins Manchester United, Liverpool's biggest rival. This guy is supposed to be a Liverpool fan. You don't join Manchester United if you're a Liverpool fan. It's that simple, and he does it again. He does it again because he knows that's what's best for him. That's what's best for himself. He doesn't think about anyone but himself. He just wants the cash. That's all it's ever been with him. That's all it ever will be with him. The guy is a rat. He's a complete and utter rat. So that's the story of Michael Owen, the most hated player in Newcastle United's club history. That's just the game he plays. It's like a game of chess to him. He knows that when he comes out and just talks all this public information about a club and really digs into the club itself, he knows it's going to spark reaction, because that's the bit of relevancy that keeps him active in 2022. Liverpool are done and dusted with him now. He's got no future Liverpool in any capacity. All he can do now is just leech and just continue to leech until the day he dies, because that's just the person he is. All he'd be is a below par pundit on BT Sport, and he'll continue to write books about Newcastle and he'll continue to talk about Newcastle. The guy is obsessed with his football club. We run rent-free in his head, and we always will, because that's just the mindset he has. He always feels like he regrets his time at Newcastle. He always felt like that was the wrong move. But in the back of his mind, in 2005, he would have loved that move in Newcastle because of that money contract. He saw his loyalty for a payday, and it's bit him in the arse all these years later. That's all you can say about this guy. He regrets his time at Newcastle because he wasn't loyal. He went to a club he didn't care about because he wanted the money. And karma struck him and he's the blew out for England. That's all I can say about him. What a dick. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoy watching. Sorry for a bit of negativity here, but I mean, he's the guy that sparks it, and yeah, he's been put in his place now, and he regrets the final years of his career, and he's still bitter about it all these years later. That's just the guy he is, though. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.